Hello, this is Charlie. I have so many emails to do with questions about Ouija boards because there's people believe in this and that and the other, And I have given advice to a few people over the Ouija board, but I'll do it in a straightforward English way here so people understand it the best they can. Ouija board, really, some people think it's a game because it was brought out as a game. And like tarot cards, you reckon that's a game. Playing cards, Ouija boards, tarot cards, they were actually brought out as a game. They're not a game anymore, believe me. Spirits do use them, and they use them as like tools to get in contact with people down here. And even your family don't really like you using Ouija boards, really. They want to contact you, they want to prove that they're there, but they don't like Ouija boards. My advice in a nutshell, that you should leave Ouija boards, tarot cards, and all sorts of stuff like that alone, because they do attract evil spirits. They really do. I mean, I put a link on this video to do with a mother and father who lost their son, who was messing around with the Ouija boards, and he predicted that their son would die with two other friends, and they all died. Now, how did that happen? Because the Ouija boards do attract evil spirits, even though your family are trying to protect you and even trying to put you off in nasty ways. Use your head like if had a spirit around you. There was a murderer. Used to go around, killing anyone and not thinking anything of it, and it's in the system to go around killing people. You shoot them in the head and don't think nothing of it. I mean, that sort of spirit around you is bad news. And these lads that died, that's the sort of spirit they had around them. And see, spirits are like, how can you put it, they're bored silly. And they've got nothing better to do, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, you just imagine having a party in your house. And, all the streets invited or anybody who wants to come in. I mean, what sort of party is that going to be? I mean, it's exactly the same with Ouija boards. You're inviting all sorts of spirits just like you are at a party. With all sorts of people. From murderers to good spirits, to famous spirits. And they'll all use it. Mediums don't need anything like that, even though they mess with them. Just like an experiment, if you want to put it that way, and this is why mediums like me know a lot about these things. But we don't need them. But if you really have to use one, I mean, you can get good results from them if they're used properly. A lot of the time, it has a lot to do with what type of person you are. I mean, most of mediums are caring people. Like to help people and stuff like that, and evil spirits to use someone with that personality is not easy. But if you were an angry person or depressed or confused or even a person that killed people, these evil spirits pick on people like that as vulnerable. It's not a game, they should be used very seriously. It is bad news, really. It really is, but it does, a lot of people seem to be interested on the internet. I mean, I had a few emails and just put a few up there to give advice to people. And the people who was interested in them, I couldn't believe it. I mean, on the unknown, I mean, you've got to be serious about it if you really do want to use it. And you have got to switch up after you have used it. Be yourself. You have to know your own personality. I've said all this before. But personally, I'd leave them alone. I mean, good or bad spirits, if you tell them to go away, some won't. Some will. Because they've got nothing better to do, Spirits play games with you, some of them. It's only the type of spirits that used to have respect for people when they were alive that will take notice of you and go away. Attracting murderers, you've got a problem, it really is. But then again, if you're that sort of person and these murderers know that they can't get you to do things like go and kill someone, you know. I mean, it's even that lad that killed John Lennon, for instance. I mean, he said somebody told him to do it. I mean, that's another thing, isn't it? If you attract a murderer and he can't get you to murder someone else because it's in his system to be like that, he'll kill you. And it has happened, believe me. But you should look at the fact, is it really you that's interested in the Ouija board? Or is it spirits getting you interested in the Ouija board? And I say this to a lot of people. I've even given messages out to people. Hey, have you messed with the Ouija board? Your family's telling me here that to leave the Ouija board alone. Your family, your dad's saying blah blah blah. I mean, think about it, that's come from spirits, that is. And I've had loads of messages like that. There's loads of people who won't even go near these Ouija boards. They have got a reputation and they do go back thousands of years, these things. They really do. And I mean, even tarot cards, people, while I'm on the subject, sort of fortune download using any tool like Ouija board, tarot cards, crystal balls. They're not used by an experienced medium who know how to handle it, and know how to handle the vibrations coming from evil spirits or even good spirits. If you don't know how to handle it, that's when the problem is. This is where spirits play games with you, and your thoughts are all getting mixed up, and some people can't figure out if it's them or a spirit. That's where the problem is. And spirits will get you to do things, go places, and it's just like them three lads. I mean, that spirit actually killed them kids. It didn't happen because it was going to happen or foretell the future or whatever. It happened because he made it happen. The spirit who gave that message out. This is the gamble, and it's up to you lot, and it's not a game, like some people have said. It's very serious to do with Ouija board, and when it comes to contacting spirits, believe me, you should leave them well alone. If you, like I said, if you want to contact someone and doing it for a game, I mean, if you're vulnerable and you're down in the dumps and depressed, or you've got something mental wrong with you, spirits, evil spirits, that really attracts them because you've got no control. And some people get depressed and they think it's them, and it's not, it's the spirits. These are all the gambles, and there's a lot more. I could go on a lot longer than this, believe me. So, anyway, anyone has any problems, but it all it's down to, if you do use them, you've got to know yourself. And you've got to switch off and don't have any conversation about anything to do with the Ouija board. That's how you get control. Because that's why spirits know, even evil spirits, that you've got control and you know you. That's how you get control. And that's a sensible way of using the board. But if you haven't got that sort of control, you're wasting your time. You really are. Anyway, bye bye. I hope it's helped you. You all know where I am if you need any help. Bye bye.